Hey guys, Josh Hankin here, creator of the Ultimate Sandbag Core Training Systems. We're out here in Phoenix on a nice overcast day. Overcast days are nice days for the summertime in Phoenix. Cools us down a little bit, gives us a great excuse to train outside a little bit. We're gonna go over today some technical issues about certain lifts and how you can progress them with your Ultimate Sandbag training. One of the lifts that people really have a hard time implementing and understanding is what we call the arc press. We used to call it the shoulder-to-shoulder press, but because we know people in fitness can often be task-oriented, they forgot the purpose and the description wasn't really accurate of what you're trying to do. So let me show you what an arc press really looks like. So we're gonna take our power bag here, bring it to our shoulder, we're gonna press it up and over to the other side, basically making an arc over our head, up and over to the other side. Some key components there. One was my speed. So this is actually initially a very slow exercise because we're trying to build shoulder and scapular control. So you're really going to take a tempo of anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds from going side to side. Really taking an idea about how your shoulder is moving, your arms are moving as well. Secondly is that my arms are fully extending over my head. A lot of times people get a bob and weaving type of scenario and they basically make the sandbag too cumbersome for the exercise. So traditionally, we do it in a base bilateral stance. If it becomes too easy, because we have a frontal plane or a side-to-side stability pattern, I can make the same way feel harder by moving my feet together and going in this arc press. And you see the speed at which I'm moving at. I could also move to a staggered stance, and the very narrow staggered stance will not only make my base support lower, but make it harder from side to side. I can also move to a half kneeling, which is very challenging because I'm in an unstable body position as well as an unstable load position. Or I can go both knees, make sure I don't lean back on my haunches, working to press very slowly. Now, one of my favorite things to do is use the arc press as part of a complex or series of exercises. For example, we can teach people initially in shouldering with a more compact to bring up to the shoulder, drop, lunge to the ground, press up to the other shoulder, drive back up, and repeat to the other side. Shoulder, drop, lunge, arc press, drive up. Really a fantastic exercise. But let's say you've gone through those progressions and you're ready to move up. Now, when you move up to the strength bag, you may find yourself that you can't use as much weight, meaning the full strength bag is too much of a jump, meaning a full power package around 30-35 pounds, and a full strength bag could be up to 80 pounds, could be a giant leap. So I deliberately am using a strength bag with one filler in it, so it's very, very unstable because we're gonna go over some dynamics here. So if I do the same thing in this bag, shoulder up, you're gonna see if I try to press it, a lot of people will try to quickly dip underneath it because if I extend my arms all the way up, the bag's going to droop down, especially if I grab in the middle. See that drooping? Because I have long arms, I can get away with it, but for a lot of people, it's going to be too cumbersome. So one of the best things I coach people to do, if anything, is grab more towards the front end of the back. So now as you perform the press, the rest of the bag is going to be on the back side. So if anything, your body's going to be pulled into extension, which is going to allow you to work more of the upper back muscles, engage your trunk and your glutes to make sure you don't lean back. So it's press up and over. So over time, you can make it more challenging by grabbing it more towards the middle and having more resistance in your exercise. So you can see how the dynamics of the bag change the exercise itself. So never allow the implement to dictate the exercise. There's a lot of variables you can use. Speed, body position, you can actually use the instability of the bag itself. So use these great tips, use these exercises, get more out of them by understanding why you're doing them, and check us out at dvrtfitness.com.